There! That's perfectly simple. You just haven't adjusted it properly. All you have to do is to slip it into place, pop, like that. And when you want to remove it, you... Just feel. Just feel.
My knight in shining armor. Have a sip.
He was a giant amongst men, and a man amongst giants.
I'm a man just like you.
Under no circumstances should you look upward as we drive underneath it.
Channel 4 presents Gulliver's Travels, beginning Easter Sunday at 6.
Come inside this Easter, and you can treat the family to Irish coffee liqueur gatto at £1 off. Iceland, we're full of surprises.
This message is for those who appreciate a perfect striped lawn. Buy a cylinder mower with the new QX system and you'll get a revolutionary lawn care machine. When the blades need sharpening, just take the cassette to your dealer. Then just pop in the resharpened one to carry on mowing. Or slot in a Scarifier cassette to turn your mower into a lawn raker. The QX Quick Exchange System. Perfect lawns, perfectly easily. Look for the new QX system on Atco, Qualcast and Suffolk Punch mowers.
Win Euro 96 tickets with Fuji Film. And Giggs is in the box! Everyone wins a photo of Ryan Giggs.
For instant freshness that really lasts, touch Glade Touch and Fresh. Instant freshness that lasts for hours. Simply insert the cylinder and touch it to release a fine mist that goes up and stays up for instant freshness that lasts for hours. Instant freshness that lasts with Glade Touch and Fresh.
The Carina E has a revolutionary lean burn engine. It is not an ordinary car. It does not conform to the norm, absolutely not. The Carina E is also the most economical car in its class, and strange but true, one of the best performing. But look, enough of this lean burn mumbo jumbo. Just sit back and enjoy this rather charming cliche. Fantastic! The car in front of the cars without lean burn engines is a Toyota.
For powerful pain relief, there's an advanced dual-action formula that helps you get to pain before pain gets to you. Nurofen
Plus
codeine
equals
dual action
relief.
Hello, Malcolm. 2 tallies. They must have a few, Bob. Oh, heck, they've seen me. I'll have to go over.
Take 'em this round, Mum.
Malcolm, you're Mummy's little soldier.
Yes.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Merton from across the road.
Oh, I'm Nick and this is Jane.
What lovely names. I knew Mr. Townsend who lived here. He was always complaining of a drafty passage, saucy old devil. So I brought you this. It's from British Gas. You just fill it in and they send you back a free tailor-made breakdown on ways to save energy and save money. You could get your roots done. Look, I'll have to get back. I've left my lad Malcolm on his own. He'll have barrows out and everything. They're just like me, Malcolm. Keep themselves to themselves.
British Gas, energy efficiency advice.
Bless them.
A drug that causes hallucinogenic nightmares and psychosis. A drug administered to hundreds of patients at British psychiatric hospitals. A drug given secretly to British soldiers. Dispatches reveals a vast experiment in LSD using human guinea pigs. A trip to hell from which many have never returned. Dispatches tomorrow at 9 on 4.
You're watching Channel 4 at 7 o'clock. A warm welcome if you've just joined us. The news now with John Snow and Zaina Badawi.
Cattle rustlers, BSE and the Irish border. Is it a loophole that renders culling a nonsense? Good evening. Farm talks in Luxembourg are nearing breakdown tonight. All talk of compensation is on the back burner, with ministers worried that the government's culling policy simply doesn't go far enough. At the same time, the notoriously porous border with Ireland is now being seen as one loophole through which infected meat might travel from Britain. Tonight, the latest, and we hear from the World Health Organization meeting in Geneva, where scientists are extremely concerned about possible CJD-BSE links. And from Switzerland itself, with 200 cases of BSE, the second highest incidence in Europe, what was their response? And later in the programme, Britain's collapsing schools, how half the entire Millennium Fund would be needed to put them right.
In the other news headlines tonight, the government is expected to announce tomorrow that it will hold a referendum on a single European currency when the time comes. The Prime Minister is thought to have all his cabinet behind the proposal, which will be discussed formally when ministers meet tomorrow. Single mothers who refuse to name their child's father could face a 40% cut in their support payments under new anti-fraud measures announced today by the government. And Poland's former president, Lech Wałęsa, has gone back to his old job as an electrician at the Gdansk shipyard. He says he needs the money.
As British ministers continue their battle in Luxembourg to end the ban on British beef, Channel 4 News has obtained evidence on how easy it can be to flout the ban. Farmers from Northern Ireland claim they have little trouble in illegally transporting their animals to the Republic, a country that proudly defends its record on BSE control. This could open up the possibility of BSE-infected meat being introduced into the Irish food chain. Julian Rush of our science unit reports on how cattle farmers in the province can go about smuggling cattle to the south in contravention of the export ban.
It's night on a farm in Northern Ireland near the border with the south. This man is a cattle smuggler, prepared to demonstrate his trade. A trade, he says, that can be exploited to avoid BSE regulations, and a trade that could lead to BSE-contaminated meat being sold for human consumption. Cattle smuggling is a local tradition here, and on minor cross-border roads at night, it's very easy. We've disguised this man's voice to protect his identity.
In actual fact, there's 367 roads across the border, 2 more than for every day of the year. So it's virtually impossible to man all the checkpoints. These unapproved roads are never see guards, customs, nothing. It's just very simple to drive across. I make this trip 2-3 times a week. No problem.
Smuggling is usually a game of double your money. Cattle are moved between north and south,